Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some groundbreaking, earth-shattering news regarding the Disney Park Pass system. So Disney just released some information and they did a webinar for some Disney travel agents that I took part in yesterday actually. And so yesterday was June 19th, so they're doing this like really late in terms of when it's being released. But I have some more information about that. So a little bit of a timeline here. On June 22nd is when the Disney Park Pass system will be rolled out for guests with existing hotel reservations. If you have either purchased tickets as part of a package or if you're an annual pass holder with an on-site Disney hotel reservation. June 26th is when Disney annual pass holders who are not on site, who are not staying at a Disney resort hotel, is when they can book their park reservations. And then June 28th is for people who they have tickets that they purchased through Disney. They're not annual pass holders, and they're staying off site. That's when they can purchase or make their Disney park reservations. So the Disney Park Pass system, this is in place exclusively for COVID. This is kind of a temporary bridging measure, hopefully to get us from being closed to the future when COVID is not an issue anymore. And what this is a way for Disney to control the number of people in the parks. They're going to have significantly reduced capacity during this time to allow for social distancing. And in order to do that, you need to make a park reservation, which is the Disney Park Pass system. This does not replace a ticket. It is, think of it kind of like if you go to a restaurant that requires reservations, you need to make a reservation and you need to pay. It's not one or the other. You can't say I'm not going to pay because I made a reservation. You need both. So you need to make the park reservation and then you need the ticket, which is your form of payment. So this is their timeline for releasing this. You need to make your park reservations through the My Disney Experience website. Don't use the app. They ask that you use the website. And you can make reservations for everybody in your party, but in order to do so, you need to make sure you are all linked online through your My Disney Experience account. Additionally, sad news. So I announced a while back that Disney had announced that they are temporarily doing away with FastPass Plus because they need to use the FastPass queue space to allow for social distancing of regular lines. And I'm hoping we won't really need fast passes anyway because of the significantly reduced capacities. Additionally, they have canceled dining plans through the rest of this year, again, because restaurants are going to have significantly reduced capacities. So they're not going to have dining plans through the rest of this year, as well as self-serve stations. They're not going to have the self-serve mug refills for this year, just for sanitary reasons. So because of that, they did away with the dining plan through the rest of 2020. Now, they also sadly have done away with park hoppers for the rest of 2020 because of the park reservation system. It just, I guess, was too difficult for them to have both. So what you are able to do, however, is you can leave a park if you want to take a nap or a swim or something like that, go to Disney Springs. You can go back to the same park on the same day. You just can't go to a different park. So all that information will be on your Magic Band or your RFID card if you choose to use one. I know pretty much everybody uses a Magic Band if you're staying on site. So you don't have to worry about carrying extra things. It should all be linked to your My Disney Experience account. So in terms of park reservations, they will be required until further notice. Disney has not said for sure how long that process will be in place, but they are required until further notice. Additionally, this week, you will be able to book 2021 packages starting on, what day did I say? Don't tell me. 28th? 26th? It's coming this week. And you will also be able to make your park reservations through September of 2021 once you have those package reservations booked. In terms of who you can make park reservations for, if they're on your travel party, if you're linked in My Disney Experience account, what Disney told me in the training is you have to have the same affiliation. So a resort guest annual pass holder, or day guest. You can make reservations, park reservations for up to 12 people, and guests between the ages of 0 and 2 do not need a park reservation. Now, in terms of when Disney reopens, they are obviously going to have further modifications than what I've even mentioned so far. They have not completely announced their list of what will and won't be available. I think I'll do a separate video on the attractions they just released today. I don't have the information in front of me right now, but the attractions that will not be available when the parks open, they're largely geared toward small children though. But Disney additionally has said that there will be some hotels that will not open. We have not been given that list of hotels yet. Those guests will be moved. It's unclear if it is negotiable or not. They're going to automatically move you to a new hotel if your hotel is closed. Unclear if you can move to another hotel. You're moving to a new hotel, so if they decide we're not gonna, and I don't know, this is a completely theoretical, or hypothetical, I should say. If you say they're closing Pop Century and they move you to Caribbean Beach, they will move you at no cost. However, if you want instead to move to a different hotel, then I think you would have to pay the cost, is my understanding. But it's very unclear, so I'm not making any announcements on that just yet, but that's what I know so far is some hotels will be closed and they will be moving some people, and when they move you, you won't be charged, at least for the initial moving. So that's all I know on that. Like I said, some attractions are going to be closed largely for small children, like like Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor and things like that, the Bruce's Shark World, because you're all sitting crammed together in a small space. Dining, there were some dining updates. I had mentioned the dining plan cancellation because of the capacity limitations in restaurants. They also are going to have some more mobile dining features on the My Disney Experience app where you can, and it's not going to be for all hotels, but for some hotels, you'll be able to check into your table so that you don't have to go up to the podium. And the one that comes to mind that I first mentioned to my husband was at Via Napoli, because you're kind of in a crowded this is a super good time to use the word vestibule, I feel like. And I don't think I've ever had that opportunity in my life. So I am going to take it. They have this little vestibule in the front, and it's this little glass enclosed area where for some reason they put all the shrieking kids in Disney World, and you have to check in and stay in that little area. So it'd be nice to not have to sit in the shriekful vestibule. But they're going to have more options for quick service restaurants as well in terms of mobile ordering and selecting a pickup window. So I haven't experienced that. I just kind of saw a little cartoon in my training about what they're going to have offered, but more on that to come. That's kind of exciting. There are going to be more options for on the My Disney Experience app in terms of communicating with your hotel. So things that you might typically go to the front desk for, they're going to have a chat feature that you can use and chat with somebody at Disney to give you the information you're looking for. And what's nice is if you allow push notifications, you will receive a notification when they reply, or you can, I imagine, just go back and check it. But the conversation is also retained. So if that's something that you want to be able to look back on, it will be there as well. So that's kind of a nice feature. The last thing that I wanted to mention was in terms of face coverings, because it seemed, I didn't even think of it, but they pointed it out in this training. They're using the term face covering, not mask. And the reason they're doing that is because they have always said prior to now that masks are not allowed in Disney. You're not allowed to have your full face covered for security purposes. Even if you're at a Disney race, like for a costume, you can't have your full face covered. So what is she doing? It's like she's playing ping pong. I don't know what's happening. We can hear Scout through the roof. Basement ceiling. Back to face coverings. So you can't have a mask. So you can't have a full face covering. They want you, or not want, but they're requiring, if you are age 2 and older, all people entering the Disney parks age 2 and older must wear a face covering that covers this portion of your face. You can't have your entire face covered. A costume mask is not acceptable. So you need to wear the more traditional face covering that you've been seeing everybody wearing to prevent COVID, to prevent the spread of COVID. So that is kind of the updated news from Disney right now. I hope that you guys found this helpful, and I will be sure to do an updated video when I have more information. Otherwise, I will be online. Oh, I wanted to mention one more thing. These dates that I gave you for booking the Disney Park Pass system, like I said, Monday, June 22nd is the first day. All of the dates that I listed are 7 a.m. Eastern. So everybody, I recommended to all my clients, get online right at 7 if you can, or 7 a.m. Eastern if you can, or as close to it as possible. Because there's currently no extra magic hours or nighttime spectaculars or parades or anything like that, I think people's schedules are not going to be as important to them as they were previously. But you never know. And because this is the first day this is happening, we're going to be expecting some glitches, so try and be patient. One of my coworkers said she's expecting this to be like Black Friday at Walmart. So be prepared for that, I guess. Get up early, have some caffeine, and you'll be ready to go. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, guys.